Hello guys, what's going on? My name is James Burmeister and I'm a student in an ITE 115 online class, and I wanted to make a quick tutorial on the HTML assignment, Unit 5, Assignment 5.2, Movies and Hobbies Website Part 1. I'm not going to be doing Part 2 in this tutorial. My hope is that by the time I'm done with this tutorial that you guys will be able to do Part 2 by yourself. It shouldn't be too hard for you guys after you're done watching this. So the very first step you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up your Chrome browser, and you're going to go ahead and head over to this link right here. Okay, go ahead and copy and paste that into your browser or type it in, and go ahead and it's going to, as soon as you go into this web page, it's going to ask you for your username and password, and you're going to go ahead and type in your username and password and click Let's Get Started. Very first step I'm going to have you guys do, take this coding that's right here, and you're just going to copy it and just paste it into your notepad. Okay. And pretty much, I wouldn't recommend you use anything other than Notepad unless you're doing some kind of HTML outside of this assignment. In that case, I would recommend something like Notepad++, pretty reliable. And you're maybe wondering, if you're new to this, what does all this stuff mean? Well, the things between these symbols are called tags. Tags mostly come in pairs. There's a beginning tag and an ending tag. For example, this HTML, this is a beginning tag, and this begins with every single web page, and it ends like this. Your ending tags are going to be the same thing as your beginning tags, except there's going to be a backslash in front of that coding right after the first symbol. So what goes in the heading, you may ask, and that is the title. So this is kind of the heading, and the title is what appears in the tab at the top of your browser. Everything else goes in the body, and that's between the body tags. So this one and this one. Most of what you say goes in paragraphs. Just like in real life, a paragraph starts with this, and it ends with this tagging. And you can also put stuff between heading tags, which come in various sizes. H1 is the very first one. This is going to be bold and large text. And every single heading after that is going to become smaller and smaller, all the way up to heading 6. Headings are usually used for, well, they're headings for a website, so that's pretty self-explanatory. And it may seem like a heading tag would go in the head, but it doesn't. Headings go in the body just like everything else except for the title of the web page. So after you create this notepad, you're just going to go ahead and name it and save it. Naming a web page the right way is critical, so we devote a whole section to naming this. Before you name your web page, you're going to create a folder to hold all of your web pages. Throughout this assignment, you're going to have a lot of different web pages, hopefully, and you're going to want to organize them. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this onto my desktop. You can save it to your C drive, flash drive, whatever your preference is. So go ahead and make a folder, and you're just going to go ahead and rename this. And we're going to rename it website. And you know, the home page or the main page of a web page is usually named index.html, and that's so the server hosting the website will serve the page up automatically. And naming a web page is pretty easy, guys, if you follow these 3 rules. No spaces, no capitals, and the file extension must be HTML. That's .html. If you want to know the reason why behind this, you can look into further detail in the tutorial that is provided to you at the beginning of this video. So now that we've created our first web page with the name first.html, you're going to go ahead and save this as first.html. Go ahead and save this in the website folder that you made. And we're going to go ahead and head over to viewing. Okay, so now that we've created our web page and saved it as first.html, let's go ahead and see what it looks like in the browser. So go ahead and open up your folder, and you can see that it's actually going to have this browser icon now. So you can go ahead and go to open with, and you can choose your browser of choice. I choose Google Chrome. I'm more of a Google Chrome user. So this is what your website looks like, and this is your title of the website. This is my H1 heading, my H2 heading, and these are just my paragraphs: P1, P2, P3, all ending in the ending tags and beginning with the beginning tags. Okay, so now that we've kind of gone over that, we're gonna go ahead and jazz things up a little bit for you guys. So your page is a bit boring. I mean, seriously. The title goes here is the title of our website right now, as you can see. Let's go ahead and put a better title for that. You can go ahead and adjust that by putting it between the beginning and the ending tags. So let's go ahead and put James's awesome web page. Okay, and we can go ahead and really change anything you want. I mean, this is your web page. I'm just going to go ahead and change the heading as well to "You are amazing." Okay, so now that you made these changes, you always have to go to File and Save if you want them to take effect into your browser. Go ahead and refresh it, and you can see our H1 has changed and our title has changed. So now that you've made your first website, every single web page has to get validated. To go ahead and validate it, we're going to go and head over back to the tutorial and go to the validation section. And I'm only doing this for the coding because I'm too lazy to type it in. Go ahead and put it above the heading. Okay. And then you're going to want to put this below the title, above the end tag for heading. Go ahead and save that. Now we're going to go to validating the website. So to validate the website, you're going to want to use, obviously, a validator. The one we're using for this class is validator.w3.org. Then type that in your browser and make sure that you have this saved. And we're going to go ahead and validate by file upload. Well, we don't have the URL published on a web server yet. Go ahead and click choose file and choose the HTML. And you're going to go ahead and click check. And I know that we have errors in here. I purposely left some errors in here just to kind of show you guys what it looks like if you have errors. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these. I know what the problem is. The reason why it has these errors is because I have this opening HTML tag when I already have this HTML tag right here. And this ending tag is fine. So we can cut out this old HTML tag and just leave the one that we made already. And just go ahead and click File, Save. And we're going to re-upload this file. And I'm going to show you guys that was the problem. Let's go ahead and click revalidate. And as you can see, our document is finished being checked and no errors or warnings to show. If you have any errors or warnings here and you don't correct them, your instructor is going to knock off points off of your assignment for validation, and that goes, I think it was like 10 to 20 points on the rubric. So just be careful with that. You're going to want to make sure that you have that validated correctly. So the next step you're going to want to do is this comes to actually saving your web page onto my drive, which is kind of Nova's kind of way of uploading these. So you're going to head over to mydrive.nvcc.edu/login, and it's going to ask you for your login information. So go ahead and log in, and you're going to be brought here, okay? And you just want to go ahead and click a new folder. And you're going to name it public. I already have a folder named public, so this is pretty self-explanatory. Just new folder, type it in, and click create, and you're going to see something that looks like this. Go ahead and click on your public, and you're going to click start upload. And whenever you're done with the assignment, you just go ahead and add your files through here, and then you just click start upload, and it's going to upload those files onto my drive. Okay guys, so once you're done with that, you can go over to my web route, and then here you can just view your websites. As you can see, I already have my websites completed. This is just my hobbies website, for example. You can just view everything, and this is how it looks like straight off of the web. Looks pretty cool. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do most of this. I mean, this really isn't too hard, and I even have the linking here to hobby, so you can see it on dictionary.com if that interests you. Or if you want to see my other website, movies, you just click on this. This is kind of what the finished product should look like. And you don't need the styling for this. You don't need to change the colors to green or red or anything like that. The only thing that you're going to want to need is to link your pages and to add your bulleted list and then your numbered list. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that in this video. And it's really super easy. I mean, it really is, guys, and you guys aren't going to have any problems with this at all. I promise. Okay, so next step after that is we're going to go ahead and go straight into the linking, okay?